Hey everybody, guess what? I'm not home. This is part of the changes. I am with a new girlfriend, so I've met her. So I knew this was gonna be a shock with the camera and everything, so I just wanted to get that out of here. But thanks everybody for coming and watching tonight. Dwayne, thanks for definitely coming on and doing it with me again.
Sure, no problem. Good to see you back.
Well, I don't know if I'm
at least for a little
back,
bit,
but
like I said, at least for a little bit.
At least for this show.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, there's one of the distractions I was going to talk about. But so I just hope everybody's having fun. Wow. There will be a couple of distractions, most likely. Like I said, I'm not home, so that's part of one of the changes I'm making in my personal life. And I'm not really selling too much on eBay anymore. I'm actually down to about 8 items. So I've been slowly taking things off. That I did make a sale the other day with one of the hats, the Obey hat that I had. And nice. I had a little harder time packaging it up to ship it out Thursday morning. So I kind of said, well, maybe I should get away from the hats for a bit. And I'm like, well, I got to learn eventually if I'm going to, until I find another partner to do the packing, which my new girlfriend said she would do if I needed the help. She's not really into reselling, but she wants me to have my fun and do what I want to do to make some money. So
nice. So you're still in Pueblo, or close?
Yeah, no, you live in Pueblo. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Well, it's about 5 miles out, so it's like maybe a 10-minute, 15-minute ride, if that.
Cool. And so that hasn't changed.
I see going on Grumpy. Barb, I guess did not catch one of my last shows way back when.
She may have. She may have been talking about the. Yeah, your camera is darker, is what Chris is saying, but I think she was talking about your phone.
Yeah, Chris, my camera's darker because I'm on my laptop. I'm not home. I'm not using my desktop like I normally do when I'm doing the show. So
right.
I can well, I get around fine because my new girlfriend has a truck. Son has a truck that he gives us rides, but I don't necessarily go out picking. I haven't gone out picking since I don't know when. They're still working on the New Hope.
New Pilgrim. New Hope, that's right.
New Horizons.
New Horizon, there you go.
But that's what they're still working on that. I might do a follow-up video on that.
Cool. So what are your plans for your reselling? Are you gonna ramp it up? Are you gonna kind of keep it where it is for a while? What are you doing?
I'm going 50-50 when I'm deciding. It's like at times I want to ramp it up, but with me coming here, because like I said, it's most of the time I'm here. If anything, I'm home Tuesday through Thursday.
Sure.
So unless I'm going to do local sales, I'm going to start trying to do local sales here. I don't know about the eBay thing until down the road. I might try, like I've told her, if I make a sale, I have to get home the next day to try packing it, type of thing. Otherwise, I'm trying to do local selling from her place when I'm not home. Cool. So.
Very cool.
So I have not been watching many shows, so I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I missed too much, Lonnie, except the fact that I'm not home, as you can tell by the camera.
Yeah, see, HB Picker's hearing it too. When I talk, it sounds scratchy. I was hearing that earlier.
Oh, I'm not hearing it, so I don't know.
Weird.
but so I'm not really doing too much on eBay. Like, I only have 8 items up now. I've kind of, like I said, gotten away from it. So I'm just trying to do. I'm trying to just live and not necessarily reselling right in my brain all the time. I'm trying to lower that from when I was back home. When I was trying to make the money, I'm trying to actually do something different and improve my life in a different way. Since I found somebody that likes me for me, another one, I should say, since Roxy did like me or love me for the way who I was. So.
Gotcha. I'm reading the chat.
Yes, Lonnie, I said girlfriend. I met her not soon after a little situation that has been going on, and we've been together since. Actually, come Tuesday, it'll be the beginning of our 3rd month.
Wow. Nice.
So. Yeah, so he was asking where I was, and you answered that.
Right.
Brian. Okay. I don't know about chicks, but at least 2.
Yeah, Barb wants to see her and say hi.
No, I already jokingly talked to her about doing the shows if things were to progress to where we're living together, and how somebody else said that they wanted her to be on the show with me. She's like, nope, I'm not camera person. So she'll do the behind the scenes things, kind of like the other half did during the shows.
So Lonnie wants to know how y'all met.
We met online on a different site. I had a certain profile. I wasn't. So, and she sent me a message, and we met like that week before, after Roxy came back from her trip, the first trip, and I met the day after, and we've basically been together since. So I know the chat's going a little slow for me. I just now said she can talk. She don't have to be on camera. Laugh out loud. That's what I just saw from Barb. Yes, I'm still playing poker, but I'm actually thinking about taking a break from that too, since the way we are. So I figure when I go out there, I go home just to go play poker one night a week, when I can actually play online if I really wanted to. So, but we'll see how things go. I wasn't planning on doing a long show, so Dwayne, you have anything you want to talk about? Or, I mean, I wasn't going to do a 15-minute show, but
other than my mic sucks, so I can't really say much.
Look, I know there's a couple of questions. Anybody else have questions? I still got stuff on Bonanza, though. As I knew, I might have only 8 things. I haven't even checked that. So I still got things on the other account that we started before everything happened. So I got like 15 things over there, which I might start moving back over to my account, and actually start, instead of doing all the high stuff, I might just go back to putting up patterns and stuff, because something I can possibly do here if need be, because the post office is literally right up the corner of the road from here. A lot closer. I don't even have to walk 2 miles. I just have to walk maybe 3 minutes.
So there's questions.
Okay. Well, oh yeah, you put them in the admin or the chat over here. Yeah. Since I'm on the laptop, it's kind of good. The cats actually moved over here too, but they are not inside. They are both outside cats. And they are getting. Last I knew, they were still getting along. They are not fighting, ironically, even though there's more cats around here. So I don't know if it's because there's more places for them to go and get away from each other, or they just. I don't know if that was just a squirt that they were going through for a year. I don't know how to explain that. Well, Lonnie, her name is Charlotte, and yes, we did. She did give me a kiss when she met me. Considering when I met her, I met the rest of her family too. Our first date was a dinner at her house. So, yep, as she just said, she just threw me into the sharks. So. And I'm saying this on the air. We both already decided. She already told me when we first met, she's not getting married again, so it's not even going to go there. So I'm trying to, like I said, it's going to be something new. I don't know if it's going to last, but it seems like it's going very good right now, so I'm not going to complain. She hasn't complained yet. She hasn't thrown me out of the house. Even if it's not her house to really throw me out of, but still, it's her room. So, any other questions? No, we're not divorced yet. It's going to take at least 6 months, if not longer. Yeah, she's over 18. Let's put this. She's the same age as me. But any proceedings for divorce or anything like that, it's going to take 6 months, if not longer. Roxy has to stay where she's at for 6 months before she can file for divorce, and I haven't really looked into it here yet. Again, so I've heard certain different things about it costing money, and other people tell me that they don't have to pay. So I don't know what I'm going to go there in that direction yet. HB Picker, I don't have any plans right now to do any regular show. Like I said, I'm here more than anything, and I don't want to use the laptop to do it. If I'm going to do a regular show, I want at least to be really good seen and heard like I was back on my show. But I just wanted everybody to know that I was still alive and well. As you can tell by the way me posting in the groups, or at least in the Reseller Society. So I'm still doing my admin work there. Maybe not as much as I used to. Well, I'm sure Christopher Nice and Chad and all the others can pick me up when they don't. Yes, Lonnie, me and Dwayne were talking before this show, and he told me how you guys were talking about it last night and how weird it was that I had to message him about wanting to do a show tonight. So I can't say yes or no to a show yet. I have brought it up to the girlfriend and whatnot, so it's not in the head of my brain. But I'm also not sure if I'm really driving to do reselling. So it's like, if I'm going to do a show, I want to be able to have insight into what's going on with the new stuff. I don't want to just follow it just to follow it and give information. I want to be able to use my experiences too. That's how
Yeah,
it
but you don't
all,
have to.
all started. What was
I
that
was gonna say
doing?
you don't have to. I was gonna say you don't have to come on and do just reselling. I mean, you can just come on and come in on whatever.
I know, but with my name called Walking Picker, most of my videos are about reselling. If anything, I would have to start a whole new channel.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. My name is the Mothership Products. Does that mean that I have to talk about aliens?
Well, you could.
Yeah.
Chris says he turned into the Stritz admin now on the Reseller Society. Let's see. Ryan says it's right. Carson and McMahon, aka Johnny Carson.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Well, I could do a show on poker, but I'm not that well versed in it or that successful. So, not that I'm that successful in reselling, but I'm at least more knowledgeable in that. So, any other questions? How's things been going with you, Dwayne, selling wise? Not that you can talk.
Pretty good, actually. Right, I know. Good, actually. Oh man, this stupid mic. Yeah, pretty good.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And I feel we're doing this on the laptop.
To play charades.
Well, this is actually the only I think my second or third show I actually did on the laptop the whole time. So, any other questions? Like I said, it's gonna be a short one, but Barb says I could do a life after reselling.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's kind of what this is, though. That's why I said what's new in life and business. So, I knew that there's people that were wondering about me. Like I said, was telling you about the one couple of videos I did catch. Well, one video I did catch. Somebody asked that had my name in it, and somebody got back to me. I was like, okay, I gotta see what's going on. And they said they missed me. They wanted it, and they were talking about the groups and me being the admin and whatnot. So, and yes, I'm happy. If I wasn't happy, I don't think I'd be laughing it up right now. But I know I got a lot of work ahead of me in many different ways. So,
yeah, we all do.
And I'm working on, like I said, I'm working on the house when I'm there, because there's certain things that just I got to do a little bit at a time with the way my body is, and I've asked people to help, and it's a little bit too much for them. So I can't keep asking them to come help when if they can't handle it. I'm not going to force them to do what they can't do. If I can't force myself to do it, how can I force somebody else to help?
Agreed.
And we were looking forward to her meeting you too, Dwayne.
I know. Sorry.
For people that don't know, Dwayne was going to actually come up to go to Denver, and I think it's the end of October. And the girlfriend had Charlotte had appointments, so we were going to try meeting up. And then, well, sad to say, your grandmother passed away, so you weren't able to go.
Right.
So we didn't get to meet up again.
We will.
Oh, I'm sure. Let's see. Patsy says, happy for me. Thank you. And Chris says, just be myself. Barb's asking if you're in a rocking chair.
No, the little Dwayne right there. That guy. It was part of an auction show.
See, part of my dating is I'm not home watching videos as often anymore. If anything, I'm sitting there watching TV with her, which is a good thing.
Yep.
Let's see. Any other questions? I'm not seeing any other questions for me yet, so I'll give it a while. And I'm hoping I'm not stepping into anybody's toes because I know that was kind of a thing that I've never wanted to do, was do a show when somebody else was doing a show. And since I've been gone, didn't know who's doing what when anymore.
You know what? It's not as scheduled as it used to be. Kind of hit or miss for the most part.
Well, considering I think it's safe to say, and I think I've heard Chad actually say this in after shows. I don't know if I've heard him say it on his show. I was one of the most consistent ones for doing the shows, whether something was going on or not. I was more or less doing a show, except for now.
Yep.
Type of thing. But now you guys with the Six Pack show, it seems to be, and your auction show is more consistent.
Yeah, that's about it, really. That, and I mean, even Chad hasn't been very consistent with it. Actually, John and Lonnie have a assistant too, so reselling.
They want you to put the rainbow wig on, whatever that means.
There's a wig right behind me, right there.
Right
there.
So, did anybody else have any questions? Yeah, Nikki, that's the thing. I know that when I started the shows, there were literally shows every day, just about every hour after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, my time, till almost midnight. It's like if you set your time up for an hour time, perfect TV time. That's why the Sunday night was started at 7 o'clock. My time was prime time for the East Coast.
Yep.
Let's see. I see. I think that's. I can't think of her name. Fueling for the light. I can't remember her name now. I know that name, but I know her by two different names now. I'm trying to think if I can remember which one on Facebook. But hi there too. Well, okay. See, that actually Pat is her name, or at least one of her names.
She said you just talked recently.
And let's see. Yes, Nathan, I was part of the first 2 auctions.
Yep. He was the co-founder. He's the one that forced me into making it.
I did not force anything.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
I know. If anything, I may have forced it a little bit because I was afraid of losing the followers, viewers already had.
Right.
I mean, you shot up there pretty quick. I don't know how high you're up now.
I don't know, high 800s. I really leveled off.
Somebody sent me a message on my phone.
Does Chris get any royalties? What do you mean? I don't even get any money, Brian. Not very often. I mean, not like I don't have a lot of. The problem with the auction shows, I don't have a lot of viewers other than the ones that are there. So I don't ever make, I don't make AdSense money for shit.
And plus, I think you gotta have over 1,000 subscribers before you can do advertising.
No, not anymore. You can do advertising, but it's not very.
You can?
Yeah, you don't get very much.
Well, I wouldn't know because I haven't been doing it. So.
Chad's here.
Okay, see that? Ryan's question, and
what?
I think, and I just now got Chad's about what's up, folks.
Oh wow, yeah, you're way behind.
That's why I didn't don't like doing it on this computer. But if I'm gonna be here until they went over here. Nicky says you gotta get royalties first.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad it took off. I saw that you have a couple of days open, or no, not for March.
Yeah, March is when the next one's. I'm taking a lot of December off. I actually just had somebody cancel on the 16th, so 16th through the 30th there won't be any shows. I'd schedule the 16th back in.
I sent you a message saying, so when am I getting back on?
The 23rd is not a good day, obviously, with being so close to Christmas, and then the 30th the same with the New Year's. So. Chad says he wants to know where you're at.
Friend's house, Chad. I told you I was going to be doing a location.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad's kind of older. That's actually of my girlfriend. So. And that was early too. Month. But yes, I'm like not pulling out completely, selling these things up. Maybe I have to do the local and national. Yep. But I see Mike says so that explains some of the smiles. Well, the internet's not really. I'm on my laptop. That's why it sucks, Chad. I didn't bring my the desktop. I'm not dragging that over here yet. And if I ever do, they was talking about getting us a business internet instead of the house line.
Nice.
So I can actually really. So that's how, I mean, she's working on. She's actually thinking for me too. The internet here, because I can do my selling if I really want to get back into it. And she's she's willing to help with the packing and stuff eventually if it gets to that point. Mad Monster, we're still taking it slow, but it doesn't seem like it.
Yep. Yeah, just saying, hell, just move in.
We can't just move in. But we're working towards something to that effect. If it gets that way. Both of us seem to want it, even though she's not really paying attention right now. She's over here shrugging her shoulder, so. But I still got a lot to do with the other place. That's why I'm not moving in. I still got to pay rent there, so the lot rent. So I don't know if I'm gonna want to keep the trailer anyway, or if I'm gonna whatnot's gonna go there. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things I still have to go through my. I don't want to just say I'm moving and I have it not work out, and then where am I gonna go to? So I have to be a little smart about it. And I know Chad's saying that about as a joke and everything else.
My dog is.
Yes, Brian. I do have a drawer already.
Lonnie wants to know if you guys have pet names for each other.
Not quite yet. At least she doesn't have any for me yet. You know, she used one tonight just to see if I was paying attention to what she was saying. And I said, of course I'm paying attention.
Chad wants to know where the cats are, too.
Here, too, they're just not in the house. They are actually out in the back 40, whatever you want to call it. They became outside cats. Okay, she says pasture. There you go. Yeah, see, now I'm just now getting that question from Chad.
Wow. Yeah, you're waist behind. Which is weird since you're the one presenting.
But, well, originally when I tried, it said I wasn't, what did it say? I wasn't allowed to video call. I wasn't permitted to do it. And so then I clicked it again, and so I don't know. Find the patterns. In fact, like I said earlier, I think you may have missed that part, Lonnie. If anything, if I stay on eBay, I'll probably go back to putting the patterns on just so I can move them out because they're easy to pack. And granted, they're cheap, but easy to move, and I don't necessarily have to worry about packing big stuff. At least not yet, until I get into a better situation where I have to help, or I don't want to overdo it hard enough time. So today, yes, Thursday. I even had to send Chad. I sent Chad a picture of the package. Say, you think the post office will accept this? That's how bad it looked on the with it. I can't really answer that question because everybody had their own part to it. Because early on, if you look back at my very first few videos, I was going for 2 hours. So to say somebody else was I had ones that I liked having on because they would talk, necessarily figure out more questions. I didn't like the short things. I liked the longer answers. So of course, people like Chad, the chatty people that got their point across, whether it be by a story, long enough explanation so you can understand what they're talking about, were great people to have on the show. You could you can attest to that, right, Dwayne?
Absolutely.
And yes, I do have. I say I, but the girl Charlotte, the girlfriend, also has 2 cats here. So that's why you see me trying to stop him from trying to get on the keyboard. So I went from giving up 2 cats to the outside to having 2 cats that want to be on my lap when I'm here.
At least they're not fighting.
Well, let's see. Lonnie says one of his favorites for my show was Barry and Kyle. I think I just froze up there a second. So who was your favorite?
I don't remember. Like you said, they're all. Each person brought a different thing to the show, so I'd have to go back and look at them and.
And I can't say anything about each co-host. For example, when I started the show, well, not even Sunday Night Live, I had Cool Toes and I had Miss Cool Finds to actually ask other questions. Then I got down to me and Sean, and I had Chris come in for a while, and we changed up the whole show, and became a admin. The Sunday Night with the Picker Boys. You know, and then you came on the show, and I did that. So a lot of things changed in time.
Sure.
Well, glad to be seeing Cosmic. I don't know how often you'll see me, but I just figured I'd let everybody know I was alive and well and still around.
Oh, and yeah, don't forget Rebecca.
Oh yeah, Rebecca. Then I also had let's see. Then I had Dan Crawford for a whole. I had. I can't even think of the other one now. Yeah, that's how many I've had, and so I can't think of who. What, brother? I'm trying to do a show over here. I know you're not used to this. Oh. So let's see. Any other questions? Well, why don't you guys tell me what was your favorite topic?
Yeah, there you go.
Since I have how many years of shows to go through, and if you're new to the channel or for whatever reason, go back. I put some stuff in the playlist, so start looking at some of the 2-hour shows and see how things have changed and progressed and from the beginning. Because I know I was a lot different in the beginning. I think I was a nervous wreck the first few weeks.
I think one of my favorites was with Pete.
What was that?
I said I think one of my favorites was with Pete, Craigslist Hunter.
Oh, I like that one too.
Oh, and Lonnie's talking about the Rare show.
And Barb wants to see the cat.
Women gotta see the cats. Yep, it's an
Oh,
orange
one cat.
cat.
Look at the camera.
Yeah, he looks thrilled.
Hey, he wanted on my lap. And he always just shut the computer off on me, putting them back down. So, like I said, I just wanted to let everybody know that I was here and around. I haven't been in the chats to watch some shows. I may try getting back into it or watch them later. Depends on how life goes. Not like I used to be, where I was every show I was in the chat.
Right. That's another thing that doesn't happen that often anymore is after shows. They're very rare now.
Yeah, I know Chad's always popular when he has them, though.
He hasn't had one forever.
Well, she hasn't had a show for a while, from what you told me.
Yeah, he's been nursing his back.
Yeah, I've been slowly talking to him again. Not again, but I mean, more regularly. So. No, Brian, I don't think. If any TV stations wanted me, they would have gotten a hold of me already. I did have people send me messages, emails wanting me to do the reviews stuff. I'm like, no. My show's about my channel's about reselling and picking. It's not about reviewing product.
Yep, everybody misses after shows. Maybe we'll have to start having them again.
Well, Henry, you want a working hangout? You can start one on your own and put it in the chat, in the group. That's what we used to do when we wanted during the daytime.
Right?
There's still people that probably do it. It's just you don't know it. But Nathan likes your water cooler show. And the way I guess Lonnie wants to do a after show with your 6-pack show, probably.
If we're still sober enough.
Well, at least when if you're in the after show, you don't have to worry about anybody else seeing it.
I've showed my ass enough on live TV, not TV, but YouTube. So.
Patsy said she likes the one with Gladys. Yeah, I've had a lot with Gladys. So, what do you like? And she had her own channel. I know she moved to California, so I don't know how busy she is out there to do her own stuff again. Oh, thank you, Krillin. I didn't expect to get any of that today. Yeah, if you don't know, she just sent me a $2 super chat.
Job.
And Barb likes your pop-up water cooler show.
Yeah, I'll have to do it more often.
So, all right. Well, like I said, it wasn't gonna be a long show, and we're actually almost at the end. Well, a couple more minutes, maybe another 15 minutes or so, and then we'll cut it. So if you have any last minute questions, get them in now while Dwayne can see the chat because I'm still behind apparently.
Actually, I think you're catching up now.
Lonnie.
The poker one.
Yep. And I'm glad to see Laura and Pablo are in the chat. I haven't seen them in the chat for a while. But then again, I haven't done any shows, so each of their My Life series was good too.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
So I think it was a week apart from each other that they were on. I did that. Wasn't even at the same time. So, and I liked yours. I don't know how many people liked mine because it's like I stopped looking to see how many likes I got. But I figured when I did that show, I figured I didn't need a co-host. I could just be the first one, and then after that, let the person who wanted to speak.
Right.
They didn't have to have their own channel. They could just okay. I want to let everybody know who I am and why I don't do videos or whatever.
All right, my friend. I don't see any other questions.
All right, then I guess maybe we'll end it now because. See what Phil said?
Oh, yep.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming in to watch. I realize it's just not like the normal show, and it won't be for a while, I don't think. I know everybody wants me to bring back a show. I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll do one show when I'm home on a Tuesday night or something.
Cool.
It all depends on the girlfriend, I guess. If she wants me to stay over all week, well, gotta keep her happy sometimes. Since she keeps me happy. Well, Chad said that he had to admit that he was wrong. Because of me bringing up the option show to him before I even talked to you about doing it. I had thought about doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me he didn't think it was a good idea, but and I think the fact that you guys put it into mine too probably didn't take off because I wasn't doing it for donations to where the place is, you know what I mean? I'm trying to do it to make my own money.
Charity. Yep. It has kind of changed quite a bit over the time, so.
So, all right. Thanks everybody for watching. Hit that like button, and I'll see you when I see you.
See ya.